What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. Welcome to the Stock Goat YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be covering the SoFi stock. We're getting really close to the Q2 earnings, and this week I believe is going to be a big week for SoFi. I see a lot of momentum building up. We're breaking over that $18.50 level, the same level we hit back in January, and then we got two big levels coming up pretty soon, $23 and $25. I've already made some pretty big bets in the short term, on some call options just a couple of months ago. Those call options are up almost 200%. And I'm holding out because these are longer term leaps. They don't expire till June 2026. But I think right now is the exact time to get into some short term play call options for these earnings. I'm going to be purchasing some of those short term call options this week, probably Monday or Tuesday. And I am going to be listing those in my VIP Patreon group, the exact strike price, the exact price that I purchased them in at. Click the link in my comment section, sign up for the VIP Patreon. It's literally $20. You're going to get the exact play that I'm getting into. But once you get into that play, I recommend that you sell one day prior to the earnings or the day of the earnings. Those are the only two decisions that you need to make if you're going to enter the short-term call option. I believe, it's a high risk, high reward play. We've seen these go to zero all the time because they like to wipe us out on earnings. You get that small pop and then immediate sell off. But I believe there's going to come a day where SoFi is not going to sell off and it is going to squeeze harder than ever on the earnings report, guys. And the short interest is still extremely high on SoFi right now, guys. It is like 13 to 14%, 150 million shares sold short. If SoFi comes out with a 40% growth rate, 100 to 130 million net income profitability, and raises EBITDA, raises revenue, and raises net income full year, this stock is going to moon, okay? We've already had 6 quarters in a row of profitability. This is a stock I have extreme confidence in right now. I don't need to see Warren Buffett buying it. I don't need to see Morgan Stanley recommending it or Bank of America. I don't need to see anybody recommending it. I don't need to see a multi-millionaire investor writing about it on Twitter. It doesn't matter to me. I've already done my due diligence. I sleep like a baby at night, and I have a massive position inside of SoFi, okay? We're just going to let management take over from here and do exactly what they said they're going to promise, which is, 80 cents EPS potentially in 2026, okay? That's about a $900 million profit on a company growing 30, 35%, okay? This is the fastest growing company in its sector in America. This stock is going to re-rate its own multiple inside of the market very, very soon. We don't need a 500 PE multiple like Palantir. We don't need a 400 multiple. We don't need a 300 PE ratio like a Datadog that just got into the S&P 500. This stock could get a short-term PE ratio in the 100x range, and then later on when it becomes a more mature company, come back down to the 30, 40, 50 multiple range. You're seeing companies like Walmart and Costco trade at the 40, 50 times PE ratio range. It is absolutely insane what some companies are valued out there, and you're seeing SoFi still get massively shorted, guys. I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a moneymaker. I believe tens of thousands of people are going to be opening up new positions at the $25, $30 range, prior to the end of this year in 2025. You are going to see that. You're going to see more hype than ever the higher the stock goes. Sentiment follows stock price. You just need to realize that is basic human psychology inside of the market, okay? Everything is gearing up for an amazing end of 2025 and a 2026 for SoFi. We're looking at 2 rate cuts in 2025 and potentially 5 to 6 rate cuts. I've been talking about this on my VIP Patreon group. This is exactly what we kind of saw in 2020, 2021, where the interest rates literally plummeted down to zero, okay? I think we're going to be entering that type of environment pretty soon, and that is when, stock multiples are going to expand to all-time highs. SoFi is well positioned more than any company out there. It has so many diversified revenue streams, and you're also going to see Bitcoin, crypto be added back onto the platform on top of AI. Those are the 2 hottest sectors in the market. We're going to be participating in those sectors with lower interest rates. Lending volume originations are going to skyrocket, okay? So I'm telling you guys right now, I'm bullish all across the board. Stocks, just regular stocks on SoFi. I have a ton of those, long-term leaps, and I'm going to be entering some short-term, call options for some fun. And if you guys want to get in on those with me, I'm going to be giving you guys the exact strike price, exact price that I'm entering probably on Monday or Tuesday. And yes, guys, this is basically gambling in the short term. I recommend you to sell the day prior to earnings or the day of earnings. We've seen SoFi get crushed earnings all the time, but I believe one day it's not going to happen. Be sure to smash the like button, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel. We'll be keeping you updated daily on all the breaking news with the SoFi stock. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, and take a look right here. We got some call options that I'm inside of right now. I'm still holding these. We got the $15 calls, June 18th, 2026. These got about, what is that, 11 months till expiration. These are already up 182%, about a $20,000 total value. You can see I was purchasing these around $2.21. The low I think these hit were like $1.60, so I was pretty close. These already popped up to $6, okay? I think the SoFi stock is going a lot higher. I don't really want to hold these until 2026. I do want to dump these inside of 2025, probably towards the end of the year. But these are the types of call options, if you time them, perfectly. These are where you get the, 8x, 10x plays. If the stock makes a pretty big run, from a bottom, a double or a triple, you get into that 8x, 10x pretty quickly. And this is the exact call option that I entered, guys, the $15 call right here. You can see I got about 32 of these bad boys. And I just did a stock price range of $17 to $35 to see what's going to happen. So you can see these are the months. We're not going to look past anything inside of 2026. So January and 4, we're not going to really look at that. So I'm looking at $25 is what I really want to see by the end of the year. So we'll just go to, December 21st right here, $25. We're looking at about a 385% gain, a profit of 27 grand on an entry cost of 7 grand, so 34 total. And I think that is very conservative, the $25 range. A lot of people think the SoFi stock is going into that range. My high end, the highest on the year, I think this stock is going to hit about $35 potentially, and that is where the big money is made. So that would be from right here, 18 to 36 is a double. So if we double from here, these call options go from 200% gain. Look at that, guys, $35, 800% gain. That is the power of call options, okay? I don't enter short-term calls anymore like I used to years ago, just because the market is just so volatile in the short term with the news inside of the media. I like to buy these safer calls, putting a little bit more money into them, 1 to 2 years out. So these were leaps I had about 18 months out. Now they're down to about 12 months out. But we are going to be entering some short-term plays for fun if you guys want to get into those. Literally right around earnings, I'm going to give you guys the strike price and the exact cost that I'm purchasing in, and we can, do this for fun, okay? I'm hoping these, turn a big profit, but we will see. I don't know if I'm going to sell those specific calls prior to earnings, the day before or the day of. I might do half and half, but that's the type of trade I'm going to get into right now for SoFi, because I think this is going to be the breakout quarter, because SoFi is entering a 40% growth rate right now. That is insane for its sector. And here it is, guys. You click the link in my comment section or the description. It's the VIP Patreon group. It's $20. You get access for 30 days. I talk about a lot of other things inside of there, but you're going to get that exact call option play, and it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, guys, and I believe SoFi will be a $50 billion company in no time at all. I really think this is going to happen before 2026. The price target is $45.50. The fastest growing digital bank in America last year, it was 26%. That is going to accelerate to potentially 32, 34, 35% this year. The financials for 2025, solid. 3.4 billion revenue, 1 billion in EBITDA, 400 million net income, 30% growth rate, okay? These are the multiples you're going to get in 2025 if we were to hit that level of $45. Remember, it's going to completely drop if we get to this level inside of 2026. But price to sales, 14.7x. I think Robinhood's getting about a 20x right now. Price to EBITDA, 50x. And then the PE ratio, 125x. You're seeing a company like Palantir get a 500x. You're seeing Datadog get into the S&P 500 with a 300x. 125x PE multiple in the short term is a great multiple for this stock, because it is going to continue to grow profits 100% year over year, probably for the next 2 years or so. So that multiple is going to come down very fast. You're seeing companies like a Costco and a Walmart getting 40 times PE ratios right now. These are legacy companies growing at 3 to 6%. Okay, this is the type of environment we're in right now. SoFi is undervalued when you look at the future growth and earnings it's having. Remember, guys, if you are the fastest growing company in your sector by light years, You create your own multiple. Other legacy companies' performance of 5% and 10% growth rates for decades and decades won't dictate your multiple. I'm talking about the Wells Fargos, the Bank of Americas, okay? These companies are growing 2 to 8%, okay, year over year. They're much larger, but they're not growing anymore. We are seeing a multiple shift in SoFi in real time without any AI or crypto boost. Wait until AI and crypto is fully enabled on SoFi, potentially in the back half of 2025. The stock will soar to 45 fast. You can see we're starting to turn it around, guys. 23% year to date. And I believe SoFi is just gearing up in perfect time for these upcoming earnings. 40% growth rate is going to shock Wall Street. None of these short sellers are going to be able to hold this stock back any longer. You're seeing everything go up into the right direction. Revenue, members, profitability. I don't need Warren Buffett to purchase this stock. I don't need any legacy bank analyst to come out and recommend this stock. I don't need a multi-millionaire investor on FinTwit to recommend this stock or give me a deep dive. I don't need that. I've already done the due diligence. I know where this company is headed. It is not going backwards. It's not going backwards because it has such dominance in its market share, its brand awareness. It has invested over $1 billion a year in marketing, and you're seeing every number move up and to the right, okay? Everything is going to accelerate from here, especially when you add back in crypto and AI to the business. Multiple expansion is going to continue to happen. I'm telling you guys right now, SoFi is set to make a big move. I think thousands upon thousands of investors are going to be opening up positions at the $25 and $30 range when this stock really starts to break out. If you made it to the end of the video, I want to say I really do appreciate it. I enjoyed doing this video for you. We're going to keep you updated on all the breaking news with the SoFi stock. And don't forget to sign up for the VIP Patreon. We're going to get you guys that short-term bet on SoFi right around the earnings, exact strike price, exact purchase price that I'm entering in at. You can see I already got, long-term calls up 200% right now for 2026. I'm trying to ride these bad boys into the $25 to the $35 range, but these short-term calls are going to be extremely volatile. I recommend you to either sell the day prior to earnings or the day of earnings, and I don't know what I'm going to do yet. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see how it turns out. I think these are going to be a big winner. Be sure to smash the like button, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel. We'll be keeping you updated daily. Hope you guys have a great day.